Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about hashtag COPPA, COPPA, the Child Protection Privacy Act that's been going on. And it's been an act that's been in the works for God knows how long. God only knows that. But a lot of people seem to be worried about it because now it seems to be coming down even more so, especially when it comes to platforms like YouTube, Dailymotion, Vimeo, BitChute, Twitch, the like. And, honestly, I don't blame people for being a little fearful about what, what COPPA is and what it could do. But I was watching Pixel Dan, his video on the whole situation because basically he's already kind of experiencing it along with a lot of other people, basically what this could do potentially. Now it seems to me that this is right now mostly more avidly affecting or avidly affecting the content creators that montage the videos. They make money, they make a living, and I don't blame guys like Pixel Dan for feeling worried and feeling like this is not right and this is unfair. But everybody does concede that despite the fact that it's a dumb move it's a dumb move on the FTC, not the video uploading platforms, but the FTC's part. They can understand where the FTC is coming from. Now, the one thing that Pixel Dan did point out towards the end of his video, or during his video, is the FTC is open to hear what people have to say. Now, when he said that, when he mentioned that the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, is open to hear what people have to say, that's when I basically my face lit up. Not in anger or anything, but my face lit up and my worries any worries I would have just drifted away a little bit because already, even as I was watching the video, even before that, already you have people setting up hotlines, setting up petitions, you name it, to try to contact the FTC and make them realize, look, things have changed in who knows how long. Most of the channels on YouTube are not really for kids, are not marketed towards kids. I mean, this is why YouTube created a kids what's the word I'm looking for? A kid division, a kid level version of the site called YouTube Kids. This is why they did that. But apparently, because of what YouTube and Google did in the past, or in the past year, which they shouldn't have done, that's the honest truth, now everybody's got to basically pay for it, or at least deal with some kind of consequences because of what they did. Now, again, do I agree with the possibility of what this could do? No, I don't really agree with that. But I think the main thing that's going on is it is a big change. Yes, it is. Come January 2020, things could be different. My channel could still be up and going. Both my channels could still be up and going. But there could be less traction with it. Even though I don't make money off my channel, there could be less traction. In other words, certain videos that are okay right now may get blocked worldwide because, they allow ads onto their channels. Or they allow ads because of copyright reasons, which still allow me to have the video up. Basically, those videos could be taken down, and not because of musical reasons. But the one thing that they did give you, and I could say this from experience because I went and did it, is they allow you, when they finally started to bring this on board, they allowed you to have the option of going, yes, my channel is for kids, of choosing three things. One being, yes, my channel is for kids. Two, my channel is not for kids. Or basically, it was three options. The first option was saying, yes, your channel is for kids. The second was, no, my channel is not for kids. And the third was, giving you the ability to, always check the settings and acknowledge whether or not a video is or is not for kids. And when I went and uploaded a video, when I did my live stream on ACH this morning before I started work, and I just gotta check my time here. Hold on, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna check my time. But anyway, when I did my video on ACH this morning, my live stream, I noticed, because I'm using my new phone, which is the Samsung A10e, I'll probably do a video on that down the line. But the reason, now like I said, as I was doing the live stream, as I was setting it up, I noticed that there was stuff on the bottom, some additional stuff. And this stuff was already set into place when I chose the second option of saying, no, my video, my channel is not for kids. No, it's not. My channel is not for kids. So I chose that option, and automatically through live stream or uploading now, whether you use YouTube Studio or you go to classic mode, it's automatically for me going to say no, it's not for kids, no, it's not for kids. Or so it's going to say no on each of them. So that right there to me is a bright spot, maybe, perhaps, is a little bit of a bright spot, that at least if you choose that option of complying and saying, look, my channel is not for kids, whether or not you make money off your channel, it automatically shows that every time you upload or do a live stream, it's going to basically, how do I put this? It's basically going to acknowledge that. It's going to, not only is it going to acknowledge that, it's going to basically, I guess, maybe help distinguish your channel from all the other channels that might follow, that might be a little bit different. Now, Pixel Dan did point out that even though he's pretty much confirming his channel is not really for kids, a lot of his action figure reviews or discussions on Ninja Turtles and all them were marketed as towards kids. And that is kind of a shame, because he's not saying, oh, it's for kids or all that. He's trying to show it off as a fan, as a collector. Now, again, like I said, I can understand where he and a lot of other people are coming from with the frustrations and how they feel. I look at it this way, honestly. This is going to affect everybody, but we've got literally a month and a half to go until January 1st. We literally have a month and a half. We literally have a month and a half to go to January 1st before this all starts to officially kick in. In between that time, you cannot tell me that people will not be coming out through social media, through the internet, and petitioning, calling, doing whatever they can to get the FTC to listen, as Pixel Dan said that they are doing, that they are going to try to do, and get them to realize, hey, look, some of these channels that may have what you would consider kiddie content are not for kids. They're mainly for entertainment purposes, for adults, for everybody of all ages, not specifically kids. So, and when I hear that, when I see that, and like I said earlier, I hear that the FTC is willing to listen. What I recall is something similar with Coppa and Pippa. Those two things tried to take down YouTube or damage YouTube and the content creators, monetizing and non-monetizing content creators in a big way. Either you made money or you didn't on your channel. Both tried to hurt YouTube and its creators overall, of all varieties, in a big way, but in the end they didn't win, they didn't succeed. Enough people came forward, enough petitions and calls came forward to the point that Congress had to get involved, I think, or the Supreme Court had to get involved and kind of basically straighten it out and say, yeah, look, these people have a point. there's nothing really wrong here. It's all fair use, stuff like that. So something tells me that in between now and January 1st, and maybe even afterwards, because this is slowly, let's be honest, this is going to slowly take time. I mean, the FTC has so much on their plate now that they're in charge of the internet and all that, that it's going to take a while for them to really sort through billions and billions and trillions of videos of whether or not which ones are for kids and which ones are not. Because mainly in the end, what this really is basically there are members in the government that might be behind this happening, pushing for this to happen, that basically look at guys like Pixel Dan, Joe Vargas, Louis Lovehog, Lynn Cara, James Wolfe, Cinemassacre, Doug Walker, Channel Awesome. They look at them and they say, you know, these people should be out working on, you know, having real jobs instead of just sitting in front of a camera and talking about this or that. They should be out doing, you know, working at a real job, like at a Target or a Walmart or a GameStop. That's basically, in the end, when you think about it, what it really is about. Even though this is technically a platform for them to make a living on, and a good living on, that's mainly what it is in the end. Now, I don't think, honestly, because we've dealt with this before, I don't think we honestly have to worry about anything. I mean, even Pixel Dan, towards the end of his video, was like, you know, who knows if this is really going to affect us or it's not going to affect us. So, we'll have to wait and see what really occurs. But I think, honestly, this is two things that, honestly, I don't think really anything's going to happen of it, because there's too many videos to list on YouTube overall. And it's not just the content creators that could get affected, it's the studios, it's the television networks that are partnered with YouTube that could be affected. And I think that's what's going to be kind of the wild card in the situation, that those channels would be affected as well. I mean, even YouTube ended up doing it to themselves recently. So we'll have to wait and see, and you know, we'll have to wait and see what occurs. But I don't think anything's really going to come of it, because one, too many people are speaking up already. And I think in the end, honestly, I think things are going to be fine. I think really it's just a scare tactic by the FTC and others there to, you know, make sure you. It's kind of like a parent punishing a kid, grounding them, and say, "Oh, we're going to do this to your toy," and then the kid gets so, you know, starts crying and saying they're sorry, and then they finally say, "I promise I'll never do that again. Please don't do this. It will make me feel sad. It's wrong." And then the parent will be like, okay, well, guess what? I'm not really going to do it, but I hope you've learned your lesson and you won't do that again. It's like a slap on the wrist. It's like it's basically like YouTube is being grounded. They're getting grounded. In other words, they're being threatened of, oh, this is going to happen. And YouTube's like, no, we won't do it again. And later on, the FTC will be like, good. We're not going to really do anything. We're not really going to do anything at the start, but let this be a lesson. Don't pull crap like that again. Oh, don't pull a stunt like that again. So I think that's what's going to boil down to, something like that. I could be wrong, but I really don't think we have nothing to worry about. Again, a lot of people are already speaking up on it, and I think things are going to be fine. You know, so, and if the FTC is willing to listen, let's see if they're willing to follow through on what consumers, content creators, and all of them, and even those that have even those in charge of the movie studios and television networks that have partnered with YouTube and have channels on YouTube. You know, let's see if they follow through on all these, on listening to those people, and hopefully not doing anything rash or hard that's going to really come back to, as some people might say, bite them in the you know what in the end. But we'll have to wait and see. But that's just my take on it. I don't think it's a big thing. I mean, it is a big thing, but I don't think we have to worry about it too much right now. So let's just sit back, relax, give it to God, pray and give it to God, and let Him work things out in the end for the better. So that's all I'm going to say, guys. I got to get back into work, and I'll talk to y'all later.